Bro, why the fuck did you just drink a shake and then... What's wrong with you? What? That's not how things work here, bro. That's not how it works. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Static Works. Today, we have so much shit to do, but I mean, that's like every other day. So if you guys don't know who this guy is, he's Style Tactics. He is gonna be dropping a video with me soon. So stay tuned for that on his not website, but his YouTube channel. I'll have it down in the description so you guys can check it out. Make sure to subscribe to him because he's gonna be doing really good edits. And if you've seen his first edit, it's really good with flowers. So I can't wait because we did it this morning, and it's all four shots.
Yeah, everything's hopefully soon it'll be out, so you guys will see that too. Finally,
my dad's car is back from the paint shop. As you can see, it was resprayed silver, but this is not the OEM color. It is silver with a blue flake. You probably won't be able to see in the video. And it has a pearl added to it. But as you can see, it's really nice. And I told him to take off all the emblems on the back. And we added this spoiler right here, which looks fucking really dope. But here's a walk around. You can see how good it looks. He also got a new bumper. So this is gonna be the sport bumper. He did have a splitter on it, but I don't think it looked good, and I told him that, so I think that's why he removed it. But these are the mirrors as well, and these are painted with the car, color matched. Normally they're black, so that also adds to it. And then I think the back was painted too, because normally the bottom is black. So now that it's all painted together, it just looks really fucking clean. So I'm really excited for it once everything's done. And we're probably gonna paint the wheels as well so it can flow better with the car. So the main thing for today's video is gonna be Martin's G35. We're gonna be upgrading his throttle body and adding a bigger Plenum Spacer to his car. So that's gonna be the main priority, but Bruce and I have some goodies and it's the same exact thing, but I ended up buying some new headlights. They're OEM, but I used Plastidip and some Amazon halos to do this. So I bought them yesterday and I already took them apart, sprayed them with Plastidip, and then I bought these Depot clear corners and it makes it look really good. The thing we messed up on was, I guess it came with two sizes, a small and a large one. This side has the large halos while the other one has the smaller ones. So that's the only thing we need to swap out. But other than that, when you light them up, it looks really nice. And actually we could probably light them up for you right now and show you guys how it looks. That looks so dope. Oof. What I'm planning on doing is not tapping it into the lower high beams or even the turning signals. I'm just gonna tap it to its own wire all the way inside to my own switch that I'm gonna just flip up every time I turn on the car. So they're gonna be on without having any of the other lights on, which is gonna look a lot better. So that's gonna take some time. Martin's bringing some wiring for me and we should figure all that out once we take everything apart. And now I'm gonna be showing you Bruce's new headlights, but they're not going to be OEM, they're going to be aftermarket. So this is the stock Velo lights, which honestly are really fucking nice already. I would probably delete these if I ever had them and kept them OEM, just because I like the clear look. These are the new lights, which look really fucking dope, and they do change colors, so I can't wait for us to put them on. So hopefully we get to see that today. But right now he's just gonna be taking everything off, which I don't think it's that much bolts. So this is the eBay headlights. As you can see, they're fucking garbage. The only reason I replaced them was because the halos went out and I didn't want to figure out the whole wiring. I just wanted to replace them with some OEM ones finally. And I think they look really good, especially for after everything. I think I spent around like $250. So that's not bad for having OEM with a modded clear corner and modded inserts, so I think that was really dope. This guy over here, in like 2 minutes, he's like, it's already on. That looks fucking wild, dude. It looks all aggressive. Jesus. Turn it on. That looks fucking sick, dude. Put on the bumper, I want to see how it looks. Just with one so we can compare side to side. That looks so fucking dope. Should be good now, so we should see how it looks. That shit looks fucking insane, dude. That's stupid.
That's a huge difference.
It's a huge fucking difference, huh?
What the I like that sign.
Turn them on.
I'm like, bro, that's just Oh, I'm like, that's just the fucking same. You didn't change anything.
No, it's very nice one.
This shit looks fucking wild.
What's this? Why you put fingerprints on me, fucking...
You need to stop this negativity, bro, because you drive a fucking beat up Z, that's why.
Yeah, still gap your car. What's up?
When?
Right now. Let's do it right now.
So we just took off the passenger side headlight. Well, style tactics over here.
I don't want to break something that's not mine. If I break it, it's fine. Like, it's my car, but somebody else's car, I'm fucked.
Yeah, you know what I mean? See, this guy actually has manners.
Yeah,
you just break everything on my car.
Because he just didn't fucking do like 3 burnouts on my car.
I asked you, you said it was fine. Like, I was being gentle on the car, like feeling it out, and then like this guy over here was like, oh, it's whack, and I was like, hey, watch this, and then
I didn't even have time to say no.
Luckily, with these E46 headlights, the lens just pops off. So this is how it looks inside. On the back, it's wired through this little hole, which is gonna suck just because if water does get in there, it's gonna get inside. But hopefully that won't happen. But as you can see, the wiring goes through that, and then we need to remove this to replace this small one with the other side, and then just flip them over. So hopefully after that we don't have to fucking touch them, right? What's up, Travis?
Hey, buddy.
Bro, this guy has a lot of things coming to his S2K.
Yeah,
No, he doesn't.
Coilovers.
right, yeah,
Coilovers. Wrap.
coilovers, yeah.
Wheels.
The wing, the roll cage.
The wing.
New car.
New car? Huh, that's just junk. Let's get rid of it, you know.
Static Bruce is over here lonely, so I came to accompany him because he looks very frustrated. You know, I got a resolution for this car.
What's that?
Just run it with no headlights.
Weight reduction?
Fuck yeah.
So Martin just came, so he's moving the G37 to pull in his G35 so we could do the upgraded throttle body. And me and Sam are trying to figure out why one of them isn't lighting up, because I've read some reviews on the ones I got and they weren't the best. So hopefully it's just a wiring issue, because it's this one on that headlight that isn't working. It's gonna be the bigger one. So we're gonna try wiring this one up, and hopefully both of them turn on, so only one's faulty. But regardless, it's gonna suck pretty bad. So I'm gonna email them and hopefully I can get another one shipped to me. So yeah, we just gotta figure this shit out. Bro, this guy just straight burnt the shit out of his clutch.
The clutch release point is right up
Bro,
here.
it's so easy to drive.
Not this fucking car.
What do you mean I've driven it?
That scared the fuck out of me.
You need to slap this guy. Let me see. That's so dope. That's so fucking dope. So I believe this has an eBay Plenum Spacer and an AEM intake. So we're gonna be upgrading the 70mm throttle body to a 75. I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference from what I've seen from other people using it, but once we bore out everything, which we're going to do once we do the rebuild, it should gain some power. What are you trying to get? Full bolt on?
At least 280.
At least.
Tuned to the wheels.
That would be actually good power, especially since we're gonna strip it. We're gonna be keeping this intake until we get it tuned, because he is getting the admin tuning 3.5-inch intake. So that should get way more power. And then, are you gonna do E85?
No.
No, you're gonna go 91? I don't know if you're gonna hit 300
The car
then.
sits most of the time.
110, bro, racing gas.
Yeah, but isn't it bad to let it sit on E85 for a while without driving?
I don't know,
I'm gonna drive it like once or twice a week.
The Plenum we got for his car is gonna be the Z1, and it does come with the gasket, luckily. But I think we need the bottom gasket, but this is angled because the top of the Plenum, or the front of the Plenum, is actually angled down, so it doesn't breathe right. So this makes it breathe equally. So this is the same one that I got on my G35, so we already did a video on it. It's gonna be up there if you guys wanna see it. So they're gonna install that real quick, and then we'll show you how to install the throttle body. And then we're gonna do a drive and see if it actually made a difference. But to be honest, after we drive it, it's gonna be a bigger spacer and the throttle body. So I think both of them are gonna make a bigger difference, say, if we just reviewed one. So we'll see if both actually made a difference.
Both, hold on.
Both.
Both.
So after testing both of the headlights, it appears that this one is cracked, but I just put in an order for the other pair. So I just put it back together just because I don't want to have one of the good headlights and then put one eBay headlight. So I'm just gonna put it back together, and then I'm gonna wait for Monday, and I'm probably just gonna do it without doing a video. But both of them seem to be looking pretty good, a lot better than the eBay ones. And then obviously with the clear corners, it's way better than orange.
Alright, so we're finally gonna install the throttle body and the throttle body spacer. Take off those little screws or bolts, I don't know what you would call it. It's a 5mm. It's pretty simple. This bottom one is gonna probably be the hardest one just because of the angle. Of course, you have to take off your intake. We're not gonna get too into detail with it.
As you can see, this one has a different connection. I believe that's why I had the adapter. And then you can see this one is bigger. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but then you can go to the back side and then we can see the difference. This one does look bigger, and it's only gonna be 5mm, so not that big. We're gonna be installing this with, I believe, the spacer, which is gonna be right here. So this goes on before, and I believe this is the adapter, that is why. And then it comes with the gaskets and everything needed, and then it also comes with the harness. So we'll show you guys how to put everything back together. To gain the maximum power out of this throttle body, you would have to bore out this hole and then also get the MREV manifold, which is bored out as well. So you probably have to bore out everything to actually get its true potential. But like I said, we're going to be doing all of that when we rebuild the motor. So we're going to be using this adapter plate with the original O-ring gasket to put back onto the actual plenum, and we're going to be using, I believe, these extended bolts, and then these themselves are actually going to be bolting this onto the adapter. So we'll show you guys the whole process so you guys can understand better. Since there is an indentation inside the hole and it's bigger than the actual bolt, it's going to leave extra room for it to thread on to the old plenum, and then you can just use this new gasket, and this attaches just to the adapter itself, not the actual plenum.
So you do want to install it with their logo, which is NWP,
and it's going to be facing up.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke, or you can't talk till I...
What? Oh.
Is it Jinx?
You obviously want to do a star pattern on the spacer and the throttle body because it's going to create equal pressure all around, so you don't want it to warp with the heat. With it installed, now he's just going to be putting that throttle body on with these extended bolts.
So it does go on at an angle.
We don't know if that's going to do any performance increases, but that's how it's going to go. And then you're just going to want to tie in all these down, and then I'll get the adapter wires. So after it's connected, the other piece is going to go into this one, and I looked up the actual name of that one, and I believe it's a Maxima throttle body. So that's from a Nissan Maxima, and I don't think it was bored out. I just think that it's a big bore and they just created an adapter kit. So we'll see if it does make any gains, especially with the new plenum. Now it's clipped in, and all he has to do now is put the intake back on, and then we have to actually do the pedal relearn. If you guys want to learn the accelerator pedal release position, it's right here. If you guys want to pause the video, you want to do put the switch on for 2 seconds. 1, 2, turn it off for 10 seconds. You're going to want to turn it on for 2 seconds again, and then turn it off for 2 seconds. So you're pretty much, or for 10 seconds. So pretty much just do them back and forth. So on 2 seconds, off 10 seconds, on 2 seconds, off 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Ugh.
Bro, let's see what happens. Ready?
Yeah. So right now it seems like it's idling pretty good. That's normally how it idles. BQs always idle high normally. Now it's going up, going back down.
I already bought the clip.
There's other procedures you could do, like the idle air volume procedure, but it looks like it's idling fine, and I was surprised because with the Plenum Spacer there's going to be way more air, including the throttle body. So ready to go? We're going to go see how it goes. You're only going to feel it at higher RPM just because it is more volume of air. So just remember that. So right now you're not really going to feel anything.
A little tiny bit. We're gonna go to our spot. and we're gonna do.
I don't know, this car's faster than my car, so it feels like it pulls better. Because these cars have always been torquey. And then the high, like, I feel like the power band just continues to stay on. It doesn't just die off. First gear pull, hold on.
Get a little bit higher.
That felt a lot better actually. I don't know if they just had to relearn.
Wow, that was pretty good.
That was actually a pretty big difference, bro.
I actually noticed it. I think the better Plenum with the throttle body made a bigger difference.
Just because it had to relearn the air fuel and the idle volume and all that other stuff. So we noticed when it was off camera before we did this pull, he did a red line pull in 1 gear and it pulled really fucking hard. So it seems like it's doing its job. We don't know if it's the Plenum or the intake, because from what or the throttle body, because what I've heard is the throttle body doesn't do that much, but the Plenum will do more. Maybe
combined. Because the old Plenum that I took off, it was actually plastic. I thought it was gonna be a thinner aluminum, but it ended up being plastic.
Plastic, and it was fucking really thin. It was, I think, of a 5/16. Hopefully it's 5/16.
I don't know.
But we'll see. This one's angled, so it should have more power because there's more air volume. So it does make a pretty big difference with both of those two mods. It's hard to say if it's really gaining that much power just because BQs are already highly tuned from the factory, so any mod you do to them, or even any car, people have to understand that it's a base map that the factory puts on their cars for a specific purpose, whether it's fuel economy, for power, and the ECU can only learn so much with certain parameters. So when you tune it, it's allowed to go above that, and the tuner is able to control the air fuel ratios and a bunch of other things. So just keep in mind, just because you're adding mods doesn't mean your car is going to gain power unless you actually tune the car. But other than that, it feels really nice. So on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you guys in the next one.